All right, we'll meet in a child's pose at the back of your mat. So, knees wide, walk your hands forward, sink your hips back towards your heels, relax your forehead, and just start to tune into your breath. Maybe start by noticing the rise and fall of your back body as you breathe in and out, noticing the connection of your forehead, your hands, your knees, your feet to the earth. Start to elongate that breath. So, intentionally slowing down your inhales and your exhales. Taking a few cleansing breaths. So, take a big inhale through your nose, fill up from your belly all the way to the top of your lungs. And part your lips, sigh it out. Another one just like that. Big inhale through your nose. And let it go. You can return to your natural rhythm of breath here. Now start to walk your hands forward, just maybe tenting up onto the fingertips, getting a nice passive stretch in the shoulders, keeping your forehead on the mat. And then land your palms to the earth and press yourself up to your hands and knees for a tabletop pose, walking your knees underneath your hips, wrist underneath your shoulders. Take a few cat and cows. So inhale for cow, lower your belly, raise your gaze, and then exhale for cat. Round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest. Again, inhale for cow pose. Exhale for cat. Keep a soft bend in your elbows as you continue to move here. Inhaling to pull your heart forward. And exhaling to tuck your tailbone to the earth. Send your spine to the ceiling. Take one more round. Just link it with your breath. And then we'll meet back in a tabletop. Inhale, reach your right arm up, look up, and then exhale, thread the needle. Reach your right arm through, hover. Inhale, unwind, reach up. Exhale, thread and hover your shoulder. Inhale, unwind and reach. Exhale, this time thread it under your left arm, land your shoulder, land your ear, thread the needle. You can stay right here or maybe extend your left arm forward, maybe even extend your left leg back. Maybe wrap your left arm around your low back. Really press into the back of your right hand to deepen your twist. And then to come out, you will unwind your left hand, bring it back in front of your face, release your knee to the mat, press into that hand to reach up with your right arm, and then release back to tabletop. Send your right leg behind you, ball of your foot on the floor, and then spin that heel down. Reach your right arm up, supported side plank. Maybe lift that right leg in line with your right hip, flex your toes towards your face. And then maybe stay here or maybe step your right foot behind you, landing on the ball of your foot, spinning your chest to the ceiling for a baby wild thing. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right elbow to your right knee. Keep that connection as you step your right foot forward for a low lunge. And then inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Sink into your hips. Relax your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, send your hips back, lengthen through your right leg for half splits. Hands come to the earth, or if you have some props you can use to bring the floor a little closer, set them on either side of your right leg. Inhale. Exhale, rebend that right knee, plant your hands, step back to a high plank. Inhale. And then exhale, head straight back to down dog. Send your hips high. Send your belly towards your thighs. Add some movement here if that feels good. So maybe bend into one knee and then the other. Maybe sway your hips side to side. Keep pressing into the knuckle pads of your fingers to relieve some tension from your wrists. And then look forward, really relax your knees to the earth, tabletop. Inhale, reach your left arm high, and then we'll thread the needle again. Hover your shoulder. Inhale to press yourself up to unwind, reach up. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale, unwind, reach up. Exhale, thread it under your right arm, land your ear, land your shoulder, and then take your variation. You can stay exactly like this, or maybe you extend your right arm forward. Maybe you extend your right leg back. Maybe wrap your right arm around your low back for a bind. Press into the back of your left hand, pull your left ribs forward, right ribs roll back. And then we'll come out. Bring your right hand to the earth, right knee comes with it. Inhale to unwind and reach up with your left arm. Exhale, release that left hand back to the earth. Send your left leg behind you now, and then spin that heel to the earth, spinning your right toes off your mat and reaching your left arm up for supported side plank. Inhale to reach your left leg long, flex through your toes. And then maybe step it behind you for your baby wild thing. Your chest turns to the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale, left elbow comes to left knee. Step your left foot forward, spin your right toes to the back. Inhale, reach up, low lunge. Breathe in. And as you exhale, half split. Send your hips back. Your left leg lengthens. You can have a soft bend in the knee here. That's okay. But think heart to toes. Long spine. Inhale. Exhale, rebend that left knee. Step back, high plank. Breathe in. Exhale, send your hips back to down dog. Again, rise to the balls of your feet. Shift your weight forward to your high plank. And we'll hold here for a couple of breaths. So really press the floor away. Engage your core. Engage your quads. Breathe in. And exhale, release your knees, your chin, and your chest towards the earth. Keep your hips lifted. And inhale, lower your hips, lift your chest for baby cobra. Release your forehead to the mat, and then press yourself back through a tabletop. Tuck your toes, and lift your hips back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, and then travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take a ragdoll. Your feet are hip width distance. Your whole upper body is relaxed. You're just hanging here. Catch opposite elbows. Maybe nod your head or shake it no. Try to send a little more weight into your toes and just let it go. Release your hands to the earth and then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full. And then slowly rise up to standing. Arms reach up and overhead and then come through heart center. Release your hands by your side. Take a breath here in your mountain pose. And then bring your big toes to touch. Feet are together. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a plank. This time, inhale, shift your weight forward And exhale, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, flip to the tops of your feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, circle, sweep your arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up, but sink your hips back, chair pose. Arms go forward, biceps by your ears. Sink your weight into your heels. Tuck your tailbone under. Pull your belly to your spine. And then try to relax your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, lengthen through your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a plank, move through a flow, either knees, chest, chin, or take a chaturanga to upward facing dog. We'll meet in downward facing dog. From here, inhale, sweep your right leg high, and then exhale, bend your knee, open your hip, take some movement, circle through your ankle. Maybe you take your knee one way and then the other. Inhale, re-lengthen that leg, and then exhale, step that foot forward. Stay high on the ball of your back foot. As you inhale, reach both arms up overhead, high crescent lunge. Sink low here. You can bend your knee as much as you need, your left knee. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. Take another breath in. And then exhale, airplane lunge. Your arms sweep forward, down, and back, palms face down. Your back leg fires up, and then start to shift your weight to your right leg, keeping your airplane arms launching into Dekasana, airplane pose. You can take any version of Warrior 3 here. So maybe you bring your hands to heart center. Maybe you reach your arms forward, or you have blocks on the earth in front of you that you reach for. Kick through that back heel, inhale. And then exhale back to your high crescent lunge, lower the left toes to the earth. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, prayer twist. Hook your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Press into your hands. Fire up that back leg, send the back of your left knee towards the ceiling. Maybe you open your arms. Inhale. And then exhale, spin your back heel down, cartwheel your arms open to a T, Warrior 2 facing the other side of your mat. So this deep bend in your front knee. Back leg is active, press into the pinky toe side of your left foot. Inhale, lengthen through your right leg, sweep your right palm to the back of the room for reverse triangle. Press into that right heel. Inhale, reach. And exhale, cartwheel your hands to the earth. Step back to a high plank and move through a chaturanga flow. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. And then inhale, sweep your left leg high. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Take some movement, circle through your ankle, maybe through the hip. And then inhale, re-lengthen that leg. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Inhale, rise up for your high crescent lunge. Tuck your tailbone under towards the earth. You'll feel a different sensation maybe in your right hip flexor. Inhale. Exhale, sweep your arms forward, down, and back. Airplane lunge, palms face down. Your one long line of energy from the crown of your head to your right heel. Breathe in. And then start to take flight. Shift your weight to your left leg, coming into Dekasana, airplane pose. Kick through your right heel. Both hips are facing the earth. Choose your variation, whatever you do with your arms or your hands. And then step back to your high lunge. Right toes land, arms go up. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Inhale to lengthen your spine forward, and exhale, find your prayer twist. So you're pressing your elbow into your knee, but your knee is pressing right back into your elbow. Your left ribs are rolling back, right ribs rolling forward, maybe open through your arms. Inhale. Exhale, spin your back heel down, cartwheel your arms open to a T, facing the other side for a warrior two. Breathe in. Stay for your breath out. And then inhale, lengthen your front leg, sweep your left palm to the back, reverse triangle. Your right hand can rest gently on your right thigh or wrap around the small of your back. Gaze is wherever feels good for your neck. Breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the earth, step back to your plank, move through a flow. From down dog, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips, lift your arms. Exhale, lengthen your legs. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a breath in your mountain pose, and then inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, move through a flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg high behind you. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, shift forward. Inhale, re-lengthen. Exhale, shift it forward, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose, and then step that right foot in between your hands. Spin your left heel down, warrior two. Lengthen through your front legs. Send your right fingertips as far forward as you can, and then tick-tock your arms into your triangle. Right hand rests on the inside of your right leg. Left arm reaches straight up. Left shoulder stacks on top of your right. Lean your torso back. And then exhale, bring your left hand to your left hip, bend into your right knee, half moon. Right hand comes to the floor or a prop in front of you. Left leg lifts to hip height. Flex your toes towards your face. Maybe lift your left arm up to the ceiling. Keep a soft bend in that right knee. And then re-bend that knee, step back, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen through both legs, turn all 10 toes to face the same direction. Bring your hands to your hips. Wide-legged stance, inhale. And then exhale, fold. So you can take any variation of a wide leg forward fold here. Maybe your hands just come to the earth. Maybe you reach for your ankles. Just take a few breaths here. Let your head hang heavy. Send a little more weight into your toes. Engage your quads to open up your hamstrings. And then bring your hands back to the earth in front of your face. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. Bend deeply into your left knee. Right toes go towards the ceiling. Maybe left hand comes to the earth and you take a twist. Reach up with your right. Spin your chest to the ceiling. And then bring your hands back to heart center. Using your leg strength, press yourself up. Low lunge facing the front of your mat. And then reach your right arm up for a simple twist. From your simple twist, step your right foot back, side plank. You're on the outer blade edge of your left foot. Right foot stacked on top of left or in front of it. Send your hips high, lift your right leg. Maybe stay there, maybe you step it behind you for a wild thing. You're high on the ball of that right foot, hips and chest go high. Breathe in. And then flip it back over, land in your plank, take a flow. Back to down dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger curl. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, re-lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Spin your back heel down. Rise up, warrior two. We're here for just a breath. And then lengthen through your left leg. Prep for your triangle. Reach forward and then tick-tock your arms. Trikonasana. Your left ribs are rolling under, right ribs rolling back. Lean your torso back. Breathe. And then we'll head to half moon. So rebend into your left knee. Bring your left hand to the earth or a prop in front of your left foot. Lift your right leg in line with your hip for your balance. Maybe your right arm reaches up. Flex through your right toes. Kick through the right heel. Keep a soft bend in that left knee. And then we'll step it back to warrior two. Inhale, lengthen through your left leg. Turn all 10 toes to face the right side of your mat. This time, interlace your hands behind your low back. Inhale to lift your chest. And exhale, fall into your wide leg forward fold with your bind. Your hands might stay at your low back. That is perfectly okay. They might travel up to the ceiling or over your head. If the bind doesn't feel good, you can also just release your hands back to the earth. Again, let your head hang. Send a little more weight into your toes. And then release the bind, bring your hands back to the earth. Inhale, press the floor away, halfway lift. Exhale, Skandasana to the back. Bend deeply into your right knee. Left toes go to the ceiling. You can keep both hands on the floor for support. Otherwise, take your twist. Your right hand reaches for the floor. Left arm reaches for the sky. Breathe in. Hands come to heart center. Press yourself back up. Find your low lunge at the top of your mat. And then inhale, reach your left arm up for your easy twist. And then step back to side plank. Roll to the outer blade edge of your right foot. Left foot steps to the back, lands on top of your right foot or in front of it. Send your hips high. Squeeze those right obliques. Maybe lift your left leg to hover. Maybe you step it behind you for a wild thing. Breathe in. And then flip it back over. Land in your plank. Take a flow. You're welcome to skip and go straight to down dog. Take a breath and let it go. Another one just like that. Inhale. And then exhale. Find a child's pose. Relax your knees to the earth. Send your hips back. Relax your forehead. Slow and steady inhale. Slow, steady exhale through your nose. Steady your breath. Slow your heart rate. And then look forward, press yourself up, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, and then step to the middle of your mat. Feet are hip width distance. Reach for your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale to extend your arms, and then exhale. Send your elbows out to the side. Pull your belly towards your thighs. Let your head hang here. You can have as much of a bend in your knees as you need. If you're feeling quite open, you can try to lengthen through your legs, but it's not necessary. Then release your big toes for your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your hips and then rise to stand. Bring your big toes to touch at the middle of your mat. And then inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, sweep your right arm under your left for your eagle arms. Lift your elbows. Exhale, sink your hips. Shift your weight to your left foot, lift your right leg, and cross it over your left for your full eagle pose. Your right toes can rest on the earth as a kickstand, or maybe they hover. Tuck your tailbone under. Your spine is nice and tall. Lift your elbows a little more. And breathe. Inhale to unwind. Keep your right leg hovering as both arms reach up, and then your right hand reaches back for your right foot. We're heading to dancer here, so once you have the connection, start kicking into your hand. Keep your gaze focused. Can you kick a little bit harder? Breathe in. And then release. Give your legs a shake. We'll take that on the other side. Inhale, sweep both arms up overhead. Exhale, this time sweep your left arm under your right. Take your eagle arms. Lift your elbows. And then sink your hips. Shift your weight to your right foot. Cross your left leg over your right. So your lower body is moving lower. Can you sink into your hips a little bit more? Your upper body is still tall. Crown of your head wants to touch the ceiling. Squeeze your thighs together. And then inhale to unwind. Keep your left leg hovering as you send your foot behind you. Reach back with your left hand. to catch the inside of your foot, and then start to kick coming into your dancer pose. Your knee kicks straight back. Keep a soft bend in your right knee. Can you kick a little harder? And then release. Give your legs a shake. Step to the top of your mat. And then inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, bring your hands to the earth, lift your heels, sink your hips towards your heels, and then bring your shoulders over your hips for toe stand. Squeeze your thighs together for the balance. And then slowly bring your hands behind you, lower to your seat, immediately into your boat pose. Your shins come parallel to the floor. Your arms reach forward. Pull your chest towards your knees. Breathe. Engage your lower belly. Inhale. Exhale, low boat. Extend your legs, lower to hover your shoulders, and then back up to boat. Lower to low boat. Pull your knees to your chest for boat. Lower to low boat. Again, high boat. Hold here. And then cross your legs, plant your hands, roll over your shins, step back to a plank, and then lower all the way to your belly. Untuck your toes, bring your arms by your side, palms face down. Look forward. Inhale, lift everything up, your chest, your arms, your legs. Point your toes. Keep your neck long. Squeeze your shoulders towards each other. Full locust. Breathe in. And then release. Turn your head, rest on one cheek. Sway your hips side to side. And then look forward once more. You can take another set of locust, or maybe bend your knees and reach for the outside of your feet with both hands. As you inhale, you lift. So if you're in bow, kick into your hands. Your chest will lift, your thighs will lift. Keep your neck long, gaze at the top of your mat. Balancing on the soft part of your belly and your hip points. Breathe in. And then release your legs out long. Turn to rest on the other cheek. Then bend your knees. Take some windshield wipers. Left and right. Then look forward. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Just send your hips back to a child's pose. Bring your knees together this time. Relax your forehead to the earth. Arms are by your side. Hands back by your feet. Palms face up. Just let your shoulders round forward. Breathe into your back body. Completely relax your spine. And then look forward. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up to a tabletop. Eventually tucking your toes and making your way back to a downward facing dog. From there, sweep your right leg behind you and then bring your right knee to the back of your right wrist, setting up for your half pigeon. Walk your hands back towards your hips to get nice and tall first. And then exhale, walk your hands forward, melt towards the floor. You can prop up onto your forearms or relax your forehead all the way to the earth. Breathe into that outer right hip. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. Notice if you're clenching your jaw. Take just a few more breaths. And then look forward. Bring your hands to the earth and walk them back in towards you. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knees, swing your right leg back behind you, and then take any release that feels good. So maybe bend your knee, open your hip, and release back to down dog. Other side, inhale, sweep your left leg high, and exhale, bring your left knee to your left wrist, set up for your half pigeon. Walk your right leg long behind you, walk your hands to either side of your hips. Breathe in. And then exhale, walk your hands forward, either coming to your forearms or all the way to the earth. If you need a little more, you can walk your hands to the right. Keep pressing your left hip back. Notice if the sensation shifts at all after holding it for a little while. And then continue sending your breath to that sensation. Inhale, look forward, come back to your hands, walk them in towards you. And then tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, sweep that left leg back, three-legged dog. Maybe bend your knee, open your hip. And then release back to your downward facing dog. Lower your knees to the earth. Spin your feet out to one side. Just come to sit. Swing your legs around in front of you. Legs are long. Toes point back towards your face. Flex towards your face. You can have a soft bend in your knees. Inhale, reach up. Sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, hinge forward with a flat back. Your hands might reach for your feet or your shins. Again, think heart to toes here. So you're pulling your belly towards your thighs. And then you can let your head hang. You can stay just like this. Or maybe release whatever grip you have on your legs. Let your hands fall to the earth, palms face up. And then just completely round into your spine. releasing any muscle activation, letting gravity do the work. Bring your hands back to the earth, palms face down. Slowly rise up and walk your hands back in towards you. And then bring your left leg out to the side at about a 45-degree angle. Bend your right knee. Your right foot is in at your left thigh. Bring your left elbow to the inside of your left knee. Spin your chest to the ceiling. And then inhale, reach your right arm up and over towards your toes. You may not reach them. That's okay. More importantly, your chest is spinning up to the ceiling. Maybe your right arm bends and you bring your hand behind your head. And then inhale, reach back up. Plant your right hand behind your right hip. Roll forward onto your right shin, stargazer. Reach your left arm back, send your hips forward. Release your hips back towards the earth, and we'll take the other side. Right leg goes out long, left knee bends. Bring your right elbow to the inside of your right knee. Press into that connection to spin your chest to the ceiling. Look up and then reach your left arm up and over in the direction of your toes. You can stay with your arm extended for a nice side stretch. Or again, you can always bend into your left elbow and bring your left hand to the back of your head. Keep pressing your right elbow into your knee. Going for the low back on either side here. So you might need to play with the angle. Inhale, reach up, stargazer. Plant your left palm, rock forward on your left shin, reach your right arm back. And exhale, release your hips to the earth. Bring both legs out in front of you. And we'll just head towards our back. So reach forward, sit up nice and tall, and then exhale, slowly roll all the way down to your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe rock side to side, massage the low back. And then happy baby. Reach for the outer blade edges of both feet, or maybe the backs of your thighs, sending the soles of your feet to the ceiling. You can add a little movement here. Pull your tailbone down towards the earth and then release your feet. Knees come back into your chest. Left leg goes long and hands interlace around your right shin. And then just gently guide your right knee across your body for a supine twist. Your right hip stacks on top of your left. Right arm goes out to the side. Maybe take your gaze over your right shoulder. Deepen your breath and your twist. Expand your belly as you inhale. Slow breaths out through your nose. Inhale, rock back to center. Bring both knees into your chest. We'll just swap sides. So interlace your hands around your left shin. Send your right leg out long. Your left arm falls out to the side, and then scoot your hips so you can guide your left knee across your body for your twist. The key here is to try to keep your left shoulder grounded. Your gaze can be up at the ceiling or over your left shoulder. Your right hand can rest gently on your left knee, or maybe It reaches out as well for a T shape with your arms. And then inhale, rock back to center. Bring your right knee in to meet your left. Give yourself one last big squeeze. Rock side to side. Maybe bring your forehead in to meet your knees. Scrunch up all the muscles in your face. And then release everything out long for your final resting pose. Your legs can stretch out. Feet can splay to the side. Arms can rest by your side, palms face up or down. Snuggle your shoulders away from your ears. Take a gentle tuck of your chin so that the back of your neck is long. And just release all muscle activation. You can release control of your breath. Nothing to do, nothing that you have to think about for the next few minutes. You can just be. Shavasana. Slowly start to bring your awareness back to your body. Maybe start to awaken with some deep breaths. Maybe start to wiggle through your fingers and your toes, adding some tiny little movements that gradually get a little bit bigger, rolling through your ankles and your wrists. Taking a big full body stretch, and then bringing your knees into your chest. Just going to roll over to whatever side feels right for you right now. Just using your bicep as a pillow. Take a second here in fetal pose. And then when you're ready, just press your way up to a comfortable seat. Just for a moment, closing down your eyes or just keeping a soft gaze. Bring your hands to heart center. Give yourself a big thank you for coming to your mat today. Namaste.